I'm Blake from BA Electronics. As you might have seen in past videos, this was my router for my servers, security cameras, pretty much everything. It was a very nice little device until a few days ago where it doesn't do anything anymore. I have tried to fix it. I couldn't fix it. I can't take this apart because it's like glued together and everything. It's just broken. So having to use Xfinity's built-in, kind of junky stuff for a while, and that's all about to change. So let's check out the new Airport Extreme. First off, it's a lot taller. I don't know how tall this is gonna end up being, but we'll see. Let's do a little unboxing here. Alright, here's the new Airport Extreme. So let's cut the shrink wrap on it. This might take a while. Alright, finally. Pull that wrap off. And just like Apple's perfect packaging, pulls right out. And wow, that is actually a lot smaller than I thought. When you get the box, you think it's this giant thing here, but it's actually not super big. Is there any shrink wrap that we have to take off? Yes, there is. So let me take that off and I'll show you the ports. So let's do a little port comparison here. So let's start at the bottom here. So here you've got power. Now this one has a built-in power supply, which is kind of cool, so you don't need to run that big brick or anything. There's a USB port for connecting a printer or hard drive or whatever, and then the LAN port, and then 3 WAN ports. So, and reset button. This one doesn't have a Kensington lock anywhere, I don't see. Maybe it's under, nope. Okay, I guess it doesn't have a Kensington lock, but that doesn't matter. Is that, nope, it's just, alright. So, they're pretty much identical in terms of function, but this one does have 802.11ac, which this one only has 802.11n. So this one's a lot faster. I think the link speed is somewhere like 1 gigabit per second. This is my first router ever. It's a Airport Express, and this only has 802.11g, which is 24 megabits per second. So it's 24, this is 450, and this is like 1400 or something like that. So it's plenty fast. So that's it. Let's go plug it in and set it up, baby. Alright, here's the top of my printer desk here. This is the cable modem / router I've been using. It's the worst router that I've ever used. It doesn't even have DHCP, which is ridiculous because you have to manually lease an IP address for it. I think that's ridiculous. This does have DHCP. So right here, power cable, just drop that down my crack. That sounded really weird. Drop it down the back of this printer desk to my surge protector back there. And then I've also got a Cat5e cable, which will give it a link to the router over there. So go hook that up, and I'll come back when it's all hooked up. Alright, so it's all hooked up. The reason why the little light isn't flashing, I have not plugged it in yet, because the first thing you need to do if you're using a modem / router combo is to turn the Wi-Fi off on your router so that there isn't a double NAT, so that the router can actually use DHCP to connect to the internet using its DHCP address. I've plugged in my server, my MacBook, and the WAN port the LAN port going to the DSL cable modem, or cable modem, or whatever. This one does have 802.11ac. but it doesn't have DHCP. It doesn't have very good range. It doesn't have any advanced settings, no port forwarding, anything like that. So I can't even use my server on an external network. So plug this in, turn this on bridge mode, and then I'll walk through the setup of this device. Alright, bridge mode is enabled on the router, so we have no internet right now. So now we will go plug in the Airport Extreme and get it all set up so that we can actually use it. Alright, so I'll be setting up this airport from a Mac. So this is Airport Utility. Over here, other Wi-Fi devices. I see Airport Extreme, this thing over here. And it'll gather some information. Airport Extreme, examining, blah. Okay, here we go. So, base station, just, I don't know. Probably have to blur that out anyway. So you type in network name, a password, verifying network connections, all that stuff. And going to send diagnostics and usage data. And if you're wondering how I'm connected, I'm connected via Ethernet. The Wi-Fi functionality on it isn't activated unless you activate it here. And so you can't really use Wi-Fi to activate it. Okay, I haven't tried that yet. So we'll wait for this to set it up. Oh, okay, it's done. So set up, and it's all set up. So that's how you set up the new Airport Extreme. I got this because I couldn't stand Xfinity's router. And Xfinity, if you're listening, just get some DHCP on your router, and maybe next time I'll actually use your stuff. But for now, your stuff isn't good. I'm using Apple's, so I would definitely recommend this thing. It's gonna bleach out. If you want better internet than these things can provide. So the only problem is it's $200. I paid half, so all is well. So see ya. Alright, just a quick update. The new Airport Extreme is working perfectly. It's very fast, and it gets good range. But I have given it some more range. And so these two devices are extenders, are wireless extenders, and made this little sheet here to see what the range is on these things. And so this is my upstairs here. So this is the office here, and this is that Airport Extreme router, an Ethernet connection to the computer. So that will be the control, and then we'll go in each of these rooms and see what the speeds are compared to the control. And then downstairs, all this, and that's where the other 5th generation Airport Extreme is, and that's where the Airport Express is. So let's go test the speeds. Alright, we got our numbers. So we've got 22 milliseconds for the ping, 122.13 megabits per second for the download, and 12.13 megabits per second for the upload. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's our control. Yo! You gonna speed test with me? Guess not. Lana! Lola? Hey, Lola! Lola! You hate speed testing, huh? What is it? Are you speed testing? Get your butt off of the... Now this is one of the reasons why I had to put in an extender. This iMac here gets terrible internet connection. So put it in that router and it seems to be a lot faster. This is master bedroom, by the way. That's terrible. Well, I am out on the porch where there are pretty much no extenders except the little Airport Express. Wonder what kind of speeds it'll get underwater. No, kidding. So, I have finished my benchmarking here, going into every room, turning off the Wi-Fi, then turning it back on, and getting 5 results and averaging the results from each. Now, I've chosen to use download speed as a comparison between these different areas because they vary the most. So, if you came here for the new Apple Airport Extreme base station test, then you'll probably only care about this one here, which I have made into a graph. We'll go up there. So, as you can see, the control 122.13 megabits per second download speed. That's how fast my connection is with an Ethernet link to the router. Now, it's not going directly to the modem, it's going from the modem to the router to my MacBook Pro via Ethernet. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. And so, the room right next to it, which is the game room, 32.44, that's kind of interesting, because that is, that's lower than the stairs, which are actually farther away from the game room. The worst performing room of all time here is my bedroom, 22.49, which is across the hallway. Now, my brother's bedroom actually gets better connection than if I'm in my office. That's weird. My office is where the base station is, so that is kind of interesting. So yeah, that's pretty much the new Apple Airport base station. Gets pretty good speed. Now, the reason why my speeds aren't really matching up very good is because I was on my iPad, which has 802.11n and is not really a very good Wi-Fi device, but that's why I chose it, because if this Airport Extreme base station can get a badly performing device good, then that's a good router. This one actually did do very good compared to other routers that I've seen. So now let's go on to some other routers, like the Airport Extreme 5th generation and an Airport Express 2nd generation, which is the downstairs. So let's take a look at that. The living room was where the router was placed, and that is not the best performing area actually, which is surprising, 45.94 megabits per second. The best performing room out of all of them was the master bedroom, which is a full hallway and a room's length away from the router. But it might have been getting connections from both that router and the one from upstairs, the new one. Kitchen, which is actually pretty much right next to the router, actually performed the worst, except for porch, which depended on the Airport Express, but I expected that to do pretty bad. Bathroom actually did pretty good. So yeah, that's pretty much Apple Airport Extreme new one, Apple Airport Extreme old one, and Apple Airport Express old one. So quite a range of routers. Really, if you're here for the Apple Airport Extreme, you might want to look at this graph. So I'll just make that full screen for you to see now.